toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hoosiers will put toe to leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's loose. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. Unloads it left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Indiana's offense will get the ball for the first time. to the ground with the back. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy, if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing, and the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field.
It's a running room. Made a defender miss. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Hawkeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football. When the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The screen, and watch out. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Going up top again. Takes his shot. He's right downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
Wants to throw on third. Caught close to the marker. It's Morris. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hand off from the gun. Wide open spaces. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
To the air. It's Mendoza. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Lost a throw on first down. Quick completion on the outbound. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on first and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Hawkeyes have moved it inside the 20. To the ground, he's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
He splits the uprights. That brings them to within one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into to an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Gets it out fast. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
First and goal, Indiana.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 35 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Creates a little room. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2. pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
Yeah, it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes! Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That one comes out hot down the right side. Off and running. The 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Safe completion on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You put the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to pull it out of reach. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Tripped up for the tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning.
Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.